club for the yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the aping.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Second down, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go read option with Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, here's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're starting to put some space here. You know, 1st quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
There we go, T. That's the way to hit. Tempo, tempo. Let's go, 14.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Leaves it for Petty. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go read option with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Cooper was the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go, 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Rashad Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Shotgun. Cut, lady. Hey.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. They go read option with Wilson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the offense. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tempo. Gotta go.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. To throw, it's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, the run with Lynch. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
7:34.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Carr now on first down. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now they get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Now, you ready? Right now. Wait.
Again, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And Cook has it left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Carr to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Carr again. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They run again with Carson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run it with Carson. And some room to maneuver. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Penny, a first down carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's a give to Penny. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get it.
A handoff to Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Come on, tempo.
On the run, it's Penny. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.